Hi guys, Tony Hayes here from Commando SEO, and we've got another new tool for doing IFTTT automation. Okay, the big thing about this is it's coming with an account creator. We don't need to go over to Fiverr and wait for somebody to do accounts that's costing us $5 a time. Okay, it will have an account creator. I'm just waiting for that to come, but in the meantime, I've got a whole bunch of IFTTT accounts, and I just wanted to do a demo with this particular new software that we've got created. Okay, now about a year ago we released a different tool called Backlink Commando, and it was doing crazy things using IFTTT syndication, like YouTube link wheels and things like that. And it was, it was a great tool, but the problem was that you had to get those Fiverr accounts. You had to get someone Fiverr to create those IFTTT accounts, and a lot of people just got frustrated waiting for Fiverr and things like that. So I decided to do a brand new tool this week, and this is the result of that decision. And what we've done this time is we've made it more focused on WordPress, although I've put in some YouTube recipes in here as well, YouTube strategies in here as well, but there's no crazy syndication like link wheels going on this time. Okay, this version that you can see here right now, this is the full version. Okay, we're going to do a launch with this one, but I'm doing a pre-release offer to my own subscribers. So if you get in early, then you can buy this at a one-time cost. If you wait for the product launch, when everybody's going to be mailing it, your inboxes are going to get hit hard with this one. You will find that we've got a front end offer of about 27 or 47 or whatever it might be, and then the price keeps going up to get to this full version, which will probably cost over $100 by the end. Okay. The big thing is having the account creator, because that means that we can go and create multiple IFTTT accounts, and that gives us some major power. Now, with IFTTT, we cannot do spun content. Okay, it just doesn't work like that. How it works is, if you make a post, for example, using this WordPress authority recipe, what happens then is whenever you make a post on WordPress, IFTTT do a data run every 15 minutes, and it will pick up the new post and it will send it to the next place where you've told it to within the system, according to what the software tells IFTTT it wants it to do. So, for example, I might have in there that if I make a new post on WordPress, then post to Blogger, and if I make a new post on Blogger, then post to Tumblr, Blogger to Digo, Blogger to Delicious, etc., etc. It can work like that. Okay, and so every 15 minutes, IFTTT does that data run, and it will just automate that syndication for you. So being able to do, hundreds of accounts, it kind of, on the face of it, makes you think, oh wow, I can go and create, 500 accounts. But don't forget, it's going to be the exact same content that you've got on your WordPress site. You cannot spin it. Okay, so you need to test it a little bit, but the advantage is that you can use this on every single site that you've got. Okay, so if you're doing things like PBNs, you can set this up really fast, really easy for every single PBN. Okay, you can do 2 or 3 different recipes with that, or you can go crazy and try it, for 200, 400, 500 accounts, IFTTT accounts. You won't be limited now because we've got the account creator coming, and that way you can just go ahead and test it, and it gets you a huge amount of syndication going on in the background. The only disadvantage is that we cannot do different titles and things like that. Okay, now what we've added as well is the ability here to put an anchor text inside the description. Okay, so when you're in IFTTT and you're adding what they call recipes, so for example, if I'm doing WordPress to Blogger, when I get to the Blogger part, it's asking me what content I want to include in that particular recipe. Okay, and that can be things like the title of the WordPress post. It can be the URL, the author name, categories, tags, things like that. What they always have is they have their own sort of inbuilt HTML, which always says IFTTT, okay, and a link to their site. So what we decided to do was to hijack that. Okay, and basically we can put in anything we want now. So I'm putting a link in here, for example, to my YouTube channel, because YouTube can take you know, a lot of hits, and I've set it up nicely that I've got a featured video that gives away free software and stuff like that. So of course I'm interested to make that more popular so that we can get more people opting in. And what you can also do is maybe put a link to a Facebook fan page, because they can take a lot of links and they rank really well. So for example, if I wanted to put in anything in here, all you have to do is put your link at the top, and then you can just put in here whatever you want, and you can see the HTML changing in here. So there's nothing that you need to learn about HTML. It's all done for you. Just fill in the blanks. So I can put check out my fan page. Something like that, you know. You can just put check out my fan page on SEO strategies for 2014. Okay, I'm going to change that back. I'm going to change it back to my SEO training videos on YouTube, something like that. Okay, so let's take a look at these different options that we got up here. This is a full version, as I mentioned before. If you get in early, you'll be able to do that before we do the launch. We were actually going to launch this on next week on the 25th, but I don't think we can do that now because it's a little bit too soon for getting affiliates and stuff like that. So you can take advantage of that that delay that we've got and jump in here and get it at a really good price. So we got WordPress Authority. This is good for using for your own sort of branded social accounts and, you know, main sort of Web 2.0 accounts. Okay, I would do just one of this for your WordPress site. You might get away with two, but, you know, just do one. It's enough for a branded sort of SEO strategy where you're using your main Facebook account, your main Twitter account, etc. It just makes that automation happen, and it means you can get rid of some plugins as well from your WordPress site. And a lot of these kind of plugins, they do a lot of database queries and stuff like that, and it's good to get rid of them. Makes your site faster as well, because IFTTT will come along and do that syndication for you. Okay, really simple, really easy. You just set it up one time, forget it, and go and do the next one. Okay, now we got WordPress Blogger. What this does is it does WordPress to Blogger, and then from Blogger to everywhere else. Okay, just nice, clean, simple syndication, nothing complicated, nothing crazy. We make it look nice, and therefore we can keep the accounts for longer. And the whole point of this is we just get some automated syndication, but you can go create a little bit more crazy with this one. And because Blogger is the one that's going to take all the links back to it, because what it will do is WordPress to Blogger, then Blogger to Tumblr, Blogger to Delicious, Blogger to Deagle, Blogger to Twitter, etc., etc., and it will create those different accounts for you with the account creator. So a little bit more aggressive you can be with this one. Okay, YouTube Authority is just same as the WordPress, only from YouTube. It's just gone from YouTube to everywhere else. That way you can just have it set up that you got some nice clean syndication going on in the background. A little bit similar to if you did an RSS feed into OnlyWire, where you got that automated syndication. This is pretty similar, and it does it, of course, at a one-time cost. Okay. YouTube Blogger is the same as the WordPress one. It will go from YouTube to Blogger, and then Blogger to everywhere else. And then we can take it further as well. You can bookmark to onlywire.com. Now I will build in here for Social Traffic Commando when we've got the web-based application for Social Traffic Commando ready. Right now it's not ready, so I'm not putting it in there until it is. Okay, but you can just bookmark anything to WordPress to OnlyWire as well, and that works pretty well. It's just a good additional strategy that you don't have to go and leave the application and go to a web page and then come back and things like that. Everything's in one place. Okay, Chim Feeder, you can just mash up some YouTube channels, some RSS feeds from your WordPress blog. Usually for WordPress you will have something like this for a feed. HTTP, let's say for example my own blog, anthonyhayes.me, then it would be something like that. Okay, domain name /feed. Okay, and you know, you can mash that up with your YouTube channel feeds and stuff like that. If you don't know how to get your YouTube channel RSS, go over to commandotubetools.com and you will see some free RSS feed tools that you can use there. If you can't access it, you have to go to commandotubetools.com /register. and you can use those tools freely. And it also does for your Google Plus profiles as well, which is pretty good. Okay, so anything that you +1 or share in your Google Plus profile will get picked up on that feed as well, which is really good. But do it with your own content, and you can mix in some authority people's content as well within your niche, and that will mash it all up nicely. So you can come over here, mash all those into one feed, and then it will post them to, I've got bulk ping here, but we're using a different one now. I need to change the name up here. It will post to 27 RSS directories. Okay, it will take that feed, so you can just get your mashed feed from here, and it will go ahead and do that. And then we can do some additional stuff that we had from the from YouTube, stuff that we were doing last year. And you can put in username and stuff for OnlyWire over here, or you can put in here for YouTube. And basically what you can do is put in your channel name here. So if I put in my main channel, in case I am org, then load the videos. You can see the first 25 videos appear. So I can basically choose the ones I want and then start bookmarking to OnlyWire or start favoriting to YouTube. Now the benefit of favoriting on YouTube is that with the YouTube authority and the YouTube blogger, if you favorite a video, it will get added into the syndication queue as well. Okay, IFTTT gives us the ability that if we favorite a video, we can have some syndication going on. So even if you favorite a video from one of your other channels, from that particular channel that you want to favorite from, then it will go off and do some syndication for you as well. Okay, so we got some pretty neat little strategies in here. The real power comes from being able to do bulk accounts. The real power comes into being able to do this, set this up for any PBN sites that you got, any WordPress site that you've got, any YouTube channel that you've got. Basically, you can set up these IFTTT accounts really quickly, really easily, and within a few minutes you've just got some automation already set up. So that's just about it for now. And if you've got any questions, you can let us know. So let's just take a look at the actual account creation process. And you can see the recipes start to appear, and we've got some things here. It's asking us to activate the channel, so I've obviously not got that particular channel activated for this one. I'm going to close that one and I'll go on to the next one, and you can see how fast this is. Always good to check that you've got all what they call channels. All these sites, they actually call them channels in IFTTT. Not to be confused with, I'm going to close that again, not to be confused with, again, I haven't got that one set up. Not to be confused with YouTube channels. Okay, so I haven't set up Bitly or Buffer in this particular account. I really should have done that before I clicked that button. But you can see it's very, very quick. So that means every time I post onto Blogger, it's gone to Digo. Whenever I post to WordPress, it's gone to Storify, and this one, it goes to Digo as well here. It will post to Twitter, it will post to Facebook fan page, and that's it, finished already. And you can see here that if I post to Blogger, then Blogger will post over to Bitly, etc. as well. Okay, that's it. That's really it. So that account is pretty much set up. What I can do though is I can go over to this particular account. I can activate Bitly. I can activate Buffer, and when I've done that, then I can run this again. It won't create the same recipes twice. It will ignore the ones that's already in there, and it will just go ahead and create those 3 that I'm missing, and that way it completes the task for me. Now this was an old IFTTT account I had. I haven't created this using our account creator yet because I'm still waiting for the account creator, but it should be here in the next sort of day or two. But what I might do in the meantime is I might release this as a sort of early bird for people, and because a lot of people will have a whole bunch of IFTTT accounts from from before, and you might be able to use this with the sort of newer, cleaner SEO strategies, just for better syndication, more sort of white hat syndication, a little bit less of the crazy link wheel stuff, because by the time those link wheels had finished, we had multiple headlines on some posts and it just looked really, really terrible. Although the whole beauty of that was just doing it for the purpose of getting some automated backlinks and for nothing else really. Okay, we maybe add some additional strategies later, but to start off, I've got these four. And these four are pretty good, they're pretty solid. The blogger one I really do like because we can do more of those IFTTT accounts for that particular one. And your content gets syndicated. It's just one time set and forget, and you can go and create as many IFTTT accounts as you want. You can go and create 10 for every WordPress site. If you do that, then use the blogger recipe, and you can do it for authority ones, and you can do it for your YouTube channels, and you can do it, you know, as many times as you like. Okay, so it's worth getting, worth testing. It's a very, very good tool. It's got the missing pieces that we didn't have when we did the original sort of, it was called Blog Network Commando at that time, where we did the original IFTTT link rules. And you can also go into these accounts and you can set up your own feeds as well. So if you wanted to use Commando Tube Tools, RSS sort of masher creator over there, what you can do is get your Google Plus RSS profile feed, and you can go in and manually. We can't do it with the software because you have to put in the feed yourself. But what you can do is go into these accounts manually and add in your Google Plus profile, and that means anything you plus one or anything that you share in Google Plus will also go off in that syndication as well, with links going back into Google Plus. I might try and build that in where we can just put a field in here for you to be able to add in the Google Plus profile. I probably will do that actually, but right now this is the way it is. And if I do offer this before it, before the account creator comes out, then grab it because it's going to be at a lower price. Okay, and that's it. If you've got any questions, you can send email to support@anthonyhayes.me, and I look forward to hearing from you, and hope you have a great success with this one because it's a real fun sort of tool for doing those IFTTT strategies, and it works really, really well. It always has done the IFTTT stuff. It's just a matter of doing it nicely. Okay, thanks, bye.